Hey, party people, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. I'm going to do a new moon reading, a general reading for everybody. And at the end, I'm going to put in the individual elements, star signs, in the end, in the timestamps, right? So I'll break them up as the individual elements and then the star signs in that at the end. Right, but I'm going to do a general feels for the new moon in Aries today. Let's see where it's at. I got a few decks here so we can build up a feeling of what's going on. And then I'm going to do a Romany Spread with the green wood deck, right? So I'm going to do 7 cards past, 7 cards future, present, 7 cards future. So the energy that's led us into this, the energy that we've got presently, and the energy that's going to flow out of it, right? So let's see what we've had going on. Oh, make myself comfortable. Changed all the desk around, changed all it around. All right, I'm going to give us one from, this is the Green Witch Oracle. All right, there we have our wisdom. All right, it's a fire, it's the bay leaf. All right, so the wisdom of the bay leaf. So on the bay leaf, I guess you can write your intentions. You can write success. You can write all of those things. The wisdom of the bay leaves, we burn them. We burn them, and this comes from the ancients. It's an ancient story that we've been reading. It's something that we know. All right, and this is in our fire element. And so it's all fired up, our faith, our spirit, our passion, the wisdom of the bay leaves to write our stuff on for the new moon. The spellcasting oracle, here it is. All right. Been using this a bit in the TikTok, but I like it because it's always got the moons in it. Freedom. All right, there is a cage. Maybe you feel like you've been in a cage. Maybe you have felt like your wisdom is in a cage. All right, because these things together, and we see the wisdom, the bird, right, and a red ribbon flowing there, and maybe releasing the cage. But this is, you know, letting go, finding our freedom, releasing yourself from a cage just in here. Maybe we all feel like we've been a bit caged. Sort of feels like that, doesn't it, recently? Okay, so Earth Magic. Not going to take that one. Earth Magic, what do we got? A little bit of Earth Magic. What's the element? What's the feels for the new moon? Oh, look at that. It's like Gaia. It is Gaia. It's like Gaia. Looking at the picture, this is our subconscious. This is our connected to Gaia, to our Mother Earth, to our Earth element. This is a very nurturing feeling inside, right? So we might feel like something's building up, some strength inside of there. She'd be the Empress. This is a real strong, like, character. She's fertile. She's grounded. Okay. Because I've got them out, let's go with the archetypes. Archetypes. I did a sweet hot tea. So if you're looking for that bit of self-love, what's a bit of self-love guidance? I've done a sweet hot tea, which is a pick apart. So I did it with the archetypes, wild unknown archetypes deck, and I did it with the modern witch. All right, one card from this. So yeah, it's a bit of a pick apart. Have a look. It's really nice bit of self-love in there. And what else have we got? The ocean, the depths of the ocean, swimming in the ocean. All right, this is a fertile, nurturing sort of spot. Not only do you have Mother Earth, you've got like the wisdom of the sea, and that nurturing from the sea. So this is really organic growth, fertile period inside of here. That's what's been going on over the last couple of months to get here. All right, if you haven't noticed, I haven't done, if you're here, I usually do weekly readings. I haven't done them the last couple of weeks, like this last week. Been a bit crazy, so I decided to go a different way. I've been doing the dailies TikTok, that's been fun. So, all right, we got the general feels of what we got. The wisdom of the ages, trying to free ourselves. There's a dragonfly in that, so there's clarity that's coming. And a nurturing, and the ocean, so there's nice, juicy, like everything's made from there, the earth and the ocean. Okay, nice emotional ebb and flow in there. So I'm going to turn this down so you can see it on the table. I'm going to build it with 7 cards up, 7 cards to the present, and 7 cards to the future. What's going on? All right, let's see. Let's bring it in. Okay, got a few decks on the table. Might turn those away. All right, so let's see what we got going on. All right, they're the first 2 cards out, and I sort of promised myself that. So we'll take the first 7 from the first shuffle. We'll take the next 7 from the next shuffle. And the shuffling's big, right? So that's 3, 6, 7. All right, what have we got on the table here? Okay, There's been a time of reflection. This card is about looking inward, and it's about removing your emotional connection to everything while you go over through it. You're going through a transition, right? You know what the emotions are attached, and when you look at it through a mirror and you look at it from a different angle, you get to see a perspective to why things build up to where they are or how you got to where you are. But it's this peaceful moment that you can look at yourself from a different angle and what's going on. Because you're reconnecting with your emotional self. This is reconnecting with your cups. This is reconnecting with your heart. This is reconnecting with the things you love. This may be reconnecting with childhood things, or child friends, or children, or family. But this is a real reconnection with your heart that you've been going. And the Heron's in both of those pictures just there. There's the Queen, both of those. Really, so really connecting with your heart space. And you've taken on the physical challenge, right? So this is actually manning up, going, I can take this on. This is the world I want to live in. This is the things that I'm going to stand for. I want to make my money, and I'm going to take on the challenge. I'm going to take on the challenge of my destiny and bring it all together. You know, bring that world together and crush it together, right? Okay. I'm still seeking. This is a seeking card, right? Seeking for the wisdom, seeking for the freedom, seeking of everything that is there. This guy is seen as the player. So this could be somebody that's in your life, or this could be you, like that, this energy. But what this is really, is about not settling down. Like, settle down is filthy to this guy, right? Because he's still searching, he's still seeking, he's still working out what he's passionate about and what he believes in. He's really willing to take that on. Right, this is a challenge that you're willing to take on with your heart and your passion. There's a lot of insecurities. There was a lot of things you needed to go through. There was a lot of things that you've had to go through and out of your closet. Like, you know, there feels like people are watching, and you feel like, but this is really churning through those things. This is getting them out in the air and in the open. So you may feel like your spirituality has brought out a lot of, like, your spiritual quest and your heart quest, and taking on this challenge has brought out a few skeletons out of your closet, right? That you really have needed to extinguish or really assess and go through these things so that you could heal what your insecurities are. When you write them down, they become security. You also had to mourn what you have lost. Okay, so maybe this is a past lover, maybe this is a past you, maybe this is a past world. You had to mourn what we lost. You know, you had to go through all of this insecurity, and we had to go through the rituals of finding what our heart, like, what heals our heart, right? And so this could be a breakup that you actually took on the challenge here to take on. You reflected on something in your heart you took on to break up this scenario with this knight, right? And it created a whole heap of insecurities from the past that you needed to deal with, and you really go through a mourning on top of that as well. There's a king. Maybe you're mourning the potential of the king. Maybe you're mourning the potential of what that could have been, that king has never come. All right, let's see what the next few cards lead in, because this is the last card of this row leading into the energies that have led to here. So this is a euphoric feeling. So maybe when you get through all this crying, we know that after all this crying and all of this stuff, you know, you've had the next day actually feels actually all right. This is the euphoric king. Maybe this is somebody with a nice heart, the strength of his heart. He's settled down a little bit, like as in he's willing to commit to that queen. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Let's see what the next row has in store. We'll see what that king has got. What's the potential? All right, that's how we got here. That's how we led in. Half-fire. Okay, let's see what the next 7 cards have got to say. So this is leading into the present. So the middle technically would be like right now where we're at. Okay. 7 leading in, 7 in the middle, and 7 on the way out. What are the energies for this new moon? Okay, so we left this end with this euphoric king, right? We left this guy with this euphoric king, and so maybe we've come out of that and you've grown and you've matured. Maybe you've come out of this mourning. So male or female, any of these cards that come out, it doesn't really matter if you will know if it's somebody else. Quite often these are archetypes, they're parts of ourselves as well. So whether you're male or female doesn't really matter. The soul's sort of androgynous. You can take on the king of knights, the king of cup yourself. All right, so you may have been taking on that euphoric feeling, because it really is leading into really turning all of your wands internal, turning them in, and finding your hearth fire, lighting up your own heart, making your own house warm, making your spirit warm. This is bringing your heaven to earth in a real spiritual path. All right, freedom. There's a spiritual freedom in that. All right, let's see what we've got next. Ooh, this is like making a home. This is when we're talking about like finding the space in your heart and what that is and make the home. This is physically making the home. This is spiritually and passionately, like thinking about things that warm your home. This is really making that nest. This could be an earth element child, but we're really talking about making a nest where that Ren is. It could be renovating. It could be, you know, settling in with somebody, moving in with somebody. Like, but this is a message in a real concrete way. It could be a new job. Could be a new job. Because material stuff. Okay. Ooh, people are gonna be a little bit jealous. Or let's see what the next cards are. But this is like conversations that need to be had when we're talking about this. This is really getting to the heart of the matter of what is going on. So it could be that there's two sides and a third person in the middle of that that's getting in the middle. So we can look at a menage a trois inside of this scenario. But this is really like getting to the heart of the matter, really getting to the heart and the bare bones of how you feel inside the middle of this. So this is a conversation that's needing to be had. Or people are jealous, or you're jealous of somebody. This is the present state. Whoa, because you fly sky high. You're not thinking about that, right? Now, this is a very strong change from this night. This night is still like looking for his spirit. This guy is going after everything that he wants, right? So this guy is like a predator in some way, shape or form, but he looks at things from a height. He looks at that thing from the perspective. He gets that. Emotionally, he's detached and he looks at it from above and he doesn't waste his energy. He's swift. It's swift communications inside of here. There's a lot of people on the table in here. We literally do have 3 guys, 1 girl sitting in the table just right now. All right, let's see what else we got going on. The strength of heart. This knight is in this card. All right, there's that knight in this card. So this goes with your strength, and this strength of communication. And it's communicating from the heart. And it's communicating from the sun, from your energy, from your life force energy. And so this is the links. He is the king of air. So this is really the just king that comes in and has the just words and speaks the just cause, right? So this is really a show of strength of your determination and your passion inside of here. Let's see where else this plays. This jealousy is interesting. This knight is here as well. These 2 knights are sitting across from it. The challenge, let's see where it leads. Okay. This instruction is interesting. In a lot of decks, it makes it look like it's a hanged sort of scenario, right? It's not. We've got the 1, which is the master, and the 0, which is the fool, which is the innocent. And so we've got instruction in here, right? So we've got somebody who's teaching. It could be that you're teaching from your strengths and your heart and your passions, or you're taking up a new course. You become the student. So it's about being the master or being the student, teaching your skill or taking on and learning a new skill. All right, a lot of the mind is going on in here for us at the moment. Ooh, respect is a man with a very big stick, isn't he? Right. Where that stick ends is where he draws the line. It's where his circle, it's where his boundary is. Right? He draws his boundary circle around him, and where the end of that stick is where you are either going to stay if you don't disrespect, or you come inside of that and you know that you're either respected by him or you're at that spot that he can hit you. One of the two. So it's one of those spots that's like, do you respect? Are you standing by? Are you standing? You're standing here and standing on all of everything that you believe is what this really is. All right, you're respecting yourself and you're respecting your battle and you're respecting how you got here. And you're drawing boundaries. Okay, this is still curious. There's a lot of people on the table per se, or it could be you embodying all of these qualities. You will know if this is working for you, all right, resonates with you. If it doesn't, then thank you for being here. All right, so we've got 1 more row to go. And this new moon. Let's see what the energies, overall general energies are for the new moon before we get to the individuals, which I'm going to do with a different deck. Okay. I'm going to do with the news deck because it's out. All right, we're going to put that one up there. You guys have all jumped out with it. You're respecting your creativity. You're respecting the challenge that you took on the first place to like take on your reality. People have been jealous of setting up your home, you chasing your hearth fire. And you've been communicating yourself through strength, that you've got new knowledge, that you're a master and you respect that. because you've been creating new world. This challenge that you took on to be a spiritual, you know, the insecurities that you went through in the morning to let go of an old world when you were freeing yourself so you could feel euphoria of the heart, like not just in a, like an emotional connection, also in a spiritual connection, in a passion connection. All right. And so this is a world that you created, and people have been jealous of the challenge and watching you take it on and watching you actually communicate yourself and communicate your truth. All right. You have wisdom inside of here. There's been a nurturing element inside of all of this. Let's see what we got. So this is your creativity. All right. This is the step across that we've made from this challenge here. All right. And you stepped up and you took on this challenge. You took on the challenge of your spirit, right? And it did make you feel insecure. This is a healing. 7 is a healing. 8 is a healing. These two cards don't look like they're healing, but they're healing you, believe it or not. All right, so you can feel that euphoric feeling like a king of hearts. All right, but you've been creating your own world. All right, and you got this idea, and it's growing a tree. Okay, so we have 6 left to go. All right, this is like what we're going into, all right? This is what we're going into. And so we had our past, we're sort of building up to present now, and this is what this energy has been going into. You've been creating your own world. All right, there is a no drama llama spot where you look back again and you reflect on everything that you've got to. You can't find the joy necessarily in yourself because you're working pretty hard, right? And this is taking time out on your emotions. You're really thinking about it here. We've got the deer, which is the queen of air, right? So our queen of communications and thoughts, and she's processing our refined water, our recycled water, our, what do you call it, our natural spring water here. We've just pour out of this cup, and this is a no drama llama card though. It's a really rest position. 4 is a rest position. So good, because you've been challenged, you've been tested, you're going to be tested. This has been a real strength of character, right? This is about really the devil. This is the guardian, all right? And it's about the guardian of the underworld is making you go through all of this. Did you go through all of your insecurities? Did you heal all of your emotional insecurities? Right? What are you still rattling through there? Did you build the blocks and stepping stones? Did you take on the challenge? Did you build yourself? Right? What are you scared of? Are you still scared of the skeletons in your closet? Like, it's really asking you that, because it's going to tempt you with all of your own bare natures, your own raw nature of you. That's what the devil tempts. It's all in crossing the T's and dotting the I's, right? The devil is in the details, right? So something inside of this, you might not be, it's creative. You're going to be a creative flow, but everything's in the details. Whoa, everything's in the details with the guardian. Off screen. All right. Breath of fresh air. It's time to communicate. So throat chakra stuff right here. Right. So this is really about breathing in deep and taking it. And this breath of fresh air, communicating yourself in a new way, telling everybody about it. All right. You were communicating quite determinedly here in the middle. This is you're going to go through all this dark time, and then you're going to come out of it, right? You've still been creative. You've still kept on moving. You're still productive, right? And out of this, once you've gone through it, you're going to be able to tell everybody about it. Tell people your truth. Tell them you are free of this cage. All right, this breath of fresh air. You are free of this cage. All right, 3 more to go. Let's see what we got before we hit the individuals. Okay. Before we hit the elements, I guess. All right, so if you can feel like you have been going through enough and all of your strength and all the test of everything that's been going through, and you're taking on the challenge, there's going to be a death. There's going to be an ending. There's going to be an ending to this process that you've been going through. You have wisdom. You have the knowledge of the ages behind you inside of this. You know, there's a real nurturing spot inside of that ocean and this and Gaia here. And so this death is about really letting go. It's the bones that we put in the pot to really make our new lives from. You're going to go through the hardest test, and you're going to come out speaking a new world, because you have going to have a new world. Ending of coming, whatever it is that you've been worrying about, or the movement of this process, and ending is coming. Okay. And you're going to tell everybody about it. There's a lot of talking in here. There's a lot of talking in here, and you're going to tell everybody about it. You're going to tell everybody about your journey. There's going to be messages, text messages, emails, phone conversations. When you come out of this, there's still a lot of talking. You're going to talk about your past. You're going to talk about why everything has gone this way it has. And there's going to be a lot of noise. There's a lot of chatter always. This could be an air element child. All right, but we're really taking on this from this death. You're not going to sit there and be silent. That's not what this death is about, all right, at all. It's actually about releasing so you can talk. Because you're going to be talking about the lovers. All right, we're going to be talking about the world in another way. All right, so the whole outcome of this, the whole lead up to this is coming to a place where you can feel that love. You can feel that third energy. All right, when we have a divine, when we have the balance of that masculine and feminine just there, we have a third energy in there. When the whole green man and the whole green woman come together, we have this third energy. All right, this third energy that we create, and it's love. And you're going to tell everybody about it. You've gone through a whole process to get to here. Like whole massive process to get to here. Now, I hope that resonates with someone. Please let me know in the comments. All right, if you are still here, you are marvelous, obviously, right? I've always thought you were awesome. I'm going to do individual elements, and with the individual elements, I'm going to break them and put them in the timestamps. For an overall reading, you have been through the challenge, and it's respecting your heart that's going to lead you to the right place, because it's your heart fire that's driving all of this right now. And it's going to lead to you being a loving individual. It's going to have that lovers come out of here. All right. So with that perspective, with the lover at the end of the challenge here that we're going to go through, I'm going to go to the individual star signs, but I'm going to use the Muse Tarot to do the individuals for the difference. So I'm going to do a couple of cards. I'm not going to do 3 for each on top of this. So I'm going to start with fire. So thank you very much for being here. Please skip to your element. It will be in the timestamp. Fire people, I'm going to start with a couple of cards for Aries. What do we got for Aries? All right, that's 1. And the top one is 2. All right, that's Aries. Oh, let's come up twice. All right, you got a rebirth going on, Aries. Let me quickly show you. All right, we've got a rebirth going on, Aries. You're walking away from something. This is walking out of the dark. All right, so this is your cups have doubled over because you're still a bit bored inside of here, right? We've got a double boredom inside of here. Double boredom. You're recycling your emotions inside of here, Aries, but you do have a rebirth. Something big is coming. You're walking out of the darkness, right? All right, you're going to have a rebirth coming out, but you're still not drama llama. That's not too bad. All right, but you're seeing this like the lover. You're coming out like the lover. So that's good, Aries. All right, 2 for Leo. 1. All right, these are a quick draw for this new moon. What have we got for Leo for the new moon? 1 more for Leo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Only 1. And take the top one. Oh, yeah, why not? That's a Leo card. All right, Leo, what have you got? 2 cards for the new moon. Oh, take it on, baby. You have got the Chariot, which is taking on the world. You've got it all. You know what your desires are. You know exactly your strengths. You know exactly what you've been working for. And this is really bringing it into reality. This is not the magician. This is actually taking it on physically, taking your skills, knowing that you've got everything and you've got 400 horsepower power backing you. Not only that, you have the lion heart, Leo. Use your strengths. Use the strength of your heart. Everything that's made you, that's coming to you. These cards are, but this card is on the table already when we look at here with the strength. So you're doubling up on the strength, Leo. All right. You have the strength of character to do what it is you want to get out of this new moon. Right. All right. All right. And 2 for Sagittarius. All right. That's 1. What's the new moon? Sagittarius. 2 for Sagittarius. Okay. We have the 6 of emotions. So this is reuniting with child. You might actually be reuniting with siblings. Maybe this is making a transition. This is a transition of thought. All right. It does actually match up with this reflection in here, Sagittarius. All right. When we're making this transition across of our actual mind into something, and it may be that you can reflect on something from your past or reconnect with your past, or it may be siblings and family in there, Sagittarius. Thank you very much. All right. So thank you very much, fire people, for being here. I hope you like the format. Okay, the next ones I have got are going to be air. Let's do the air element. Air element. All right, so we're going to start with Gemini. 2 cards for Gemini for the new moon. All right, 2 cards for Gemini for the new same card. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Different but the same. All right, let's run with that. All right, so you've had a transition, a transmission of your mind, Gemini. This is something that is really a spot where you really have to, take yourself from one spot to another. It really goes with this reflection card. This transition that you're making here is of the mind, all right, where we release ourselves and move from one spot to another. But you're really taking on the challenge, Gemini. Physical challenge. challenge. All right, you have 1,000 horsepower just in really driving here. You know what your skills are. You know exactly where your strengths are, Gemini, and this is where you're really going to put yourself into purpose with this new moon, really making a transition of the mind so that you can drive forward in something very physically. All right, what a big challenge. You've got challenge, and you're taking it on, Gemini. Thank you for being here. All right, 2 cards for Libra. Libra. What have we got for Libra? Oh, coming out of this with the Lovers. Oh, we've still got a little bit to go through. So you're using all of your strengths. One more card for Libra. And you're creating your world from your hearth fire, respecting who you are, knowing that you can pick up and keep going. Right, so you really do need to have these conversations. They're conversations in the dark. It's going to shed some light. This is actually, again, this getting to the heart of the matter card. All right, so this jealousy card. All right, but where this is coming from. All right, this is one of the only ones that we didn't have, the King of Air on the table. So we had the Knight and we had this in our Strength card, but we really are taking that muse of communication. This is communicating yourself justly. It's time to communicate yourself in this circumstance. Illuminate something for yourselves, Libra, inside of this. All right, Libra, that's for you, this new moon. Thank you very much for being here. Let me know in the comments if that resonates for you, Libra. All right, and last we have Aquarius. One more card for Aquarius. What do we got coming out of this? One more. Aquarius. This has been a different format. I like this for the new moon. I'm trying to keep it all together. All right, like this new moon. Let's do this. All right, Aquarius. What are you attracted to? There's some sexy attraction. This is emotional in the air. There's a real attraction that's going on inside of this with the Lover. That's coming in this communication that's coming. Respecting yourself inside of here, because this is an attraction to your own heart, right? We're not bored inside of this, with the Lover. In this outcome, we're really attracted to what's going on. And we're really concentrating on connecting to our feminine design, which is our high priestess in here. The exoteric knowledge, the forbidden knowledge. All right, the things that you were looking into. We got a crescent moon inside of here, taking our time to investigate. What are you attracted to? What are you attracted to inside of this realm, inside of here with the high priestess? All right, it's a flirty attraction with the high priestess, and we like that for you, Aquarius. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to put those back in, shuffle those back into the deck better than what I had. Okay, and so next I'm going to have, next up is the water signs. Lucky I can't edit all this, huh? Next up is the water signs. All right, 1, 2, for Cancer. Oh, the sun is shining on your endeavors. This is beautiful. And strength. All right. And so here we've got the strength in your traditions. You really have made yourself a strong being. This is a real individual sort of card, really setting your goals and meditating on those. But the sun is going to shine on your endeavors as a person. You really have planted the seeds, and this is that one step away from taking it home. Really, this is that nice, strength of your own being, and you've really taken some time. The sun's shining on that, Cancer. Nice, taking a real stand for yourself inside of there. All right. So Cancer, I'm going to do that one more time. Cancer, moving on to Scorpio. Cancer, moving on to Scorpio. All right, taking on the physical challenge again. Oh, wow, these are double up. So you're still dealing with things. This is still taking on that physical challenge. This is banging those two together. This is the Saturn and Jupiter energy, Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. That's who you've got fighting there. That's your destiny and your karma all sitting in there with your money and really your physical ambition inside of that and your spiritual ambition in that card. And then we doubled up again with this muse. This is really looking at it from this is the hanging muse, they called it. This is our reflection. This is the same, believe it or not, looking at it from that stilled standpoint in that transition, being able to emotionally detach yourself, Scorpio, from it all. All right, so that you can see it in a different perspective, taking on the challenge. This is really funny because this is like a stasis sort of moment, but this is a real physical challenge. So you're still taking on the physical challenge. Why are you looking at things from a new perspective, all right? Looking at it a different way. Scorpio, love your work. All right. All right, the Lovers is coming. Hang in there. All right, so, and we then have 2 left for Pisces. What have we got for Pisces for this new moon? What have we got for Pisces new moon? All right, Pisces new moon. so general reading of what we've got going on here. Everybody's been going through a real strength of character in here. Pisces, all right, you have triumph. You have triumph inside of your inspiration, a triumph inside of your faith. This is really where we reap what we sow, but this is on a spiritual level. What you have put in, you're going to get out, Pisces. One more card for Pisces. And what you put in, you're going to get out. You have triumphed. And the 10 of emotions, happiness. So this is on an emotional level and a spiritual level. We've spiritually triumphed. We're emotionally happy, Pisces. We're going to come through all of these challenges, working through it, communicating through it, communicating through your grief, communicating through your change. Thank you very much for being here, Pisces. All right, that's the water signs done. One more to go. We're going to move into the earth signs. So we will start with Taurus. Right, Taurus. What have we got for Taurus? 2 cards for Taurus. In this last bit for the new moon, what have we got going on for Taurus? Okay. Whoop. There's your 2 cards, Taurus. All right, so we've got this new emotion, this new little heart, this new little dreamscape inside of you. This could be a water element child, or this is really that little messages of love, feeling the little love messages, making our little love nest. And we're pulling in our materials. It's a little bit of budgeting. You're pulling in a little bit of your actual physical being, right? Maybe you're conserving a bit of time. Maybe you're spending a lot of time by yourself. All right, this is sort of along with that no drama llama, like in our 4 of cups. This is our just pulling back and protecting ourselves. All right, so we're still living in our little love nest, but we're protecting what we've got going on there. Taurus, thank you for being here. Okay, new moon. Okay, 2 cards for, thank you, Taurus. All right, that's one for Virgo. All right, and there's another one for Virgo. What do we got here? All right, 7. I love the 7. 7's a healing. All right, we're a healing element just in there. We're waiting. We're healing our body. We've planted our garden inside of here. All right, but what we're doing here with this 7 of inspiration is we're really pushing back. We're really pushing back what we spiritually. We're pushing back in the darkness. We're opening up and we're letting the light in. So here we have 2 little healing spots inside, like we were looking at the 7 of arrows and the 7 of cups before. Now we've got the other 2 here for you, Virgo. We have got the 7 of materials, which is you planting your seeds and watering them and keep watering them. And then we've got the 7 of inspiration, our clearance and our spiritual clearance and believing and keeping our fix and our star. So you actually have all 4 healing elements, 4 cards on the table there for you, Virgo. All right, and one more to go, Capricorn. What do we got? Capricorn in the house. One more to go in this new moon, Aries new moon. What have we got? There's one for Capricorn. One more. One more to go. And bring it on in. And there's the other one. All right, check out my check out my TikToks. They're on the dailies, and I put them on the Facebook, and you got 3 Capricorns. So let's see what we got going on here. We have strength. You have strength of your spirit, strength of your light heart, strength of your wisdom, strength of everything. We double up on the strength sitting here on the table for you, Capricorn. All right, we have the 3 of materials again. This is about being creative, creating your world, really banging it together. You have that insight. You have that plant. All right, you have that seed, that tree that you're going to make. And so we've doubled up on our strength. We've doubled up on our creativity in here, Capricorn. And then we're adding, in the end here, a wishing star. So your wishes are going to be granted. Just keep on going. They are Capricorn. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a great new moon. And I'll be putting out something else soon. Catch you on the flip side.